Hi there, Sagittarius. How are you? I hope it's been a blessed beginning of the month so far as I upload my videos. So I hope that you've had a blessed last few months of March, sorry, last few days of March, and that you're getting into April in a way it's nice. You've had a lovely start already. Let's continue. So Sagittarians, looking into your card reading, there's a lot of balance and you're trying to find resources and you're being generous at the same time. So although that you're being balanced, you're finding some resources, you're finding yourself amongst, it feels like it's been quite a chaotic start to you this year. Feels like January flew by. You pretty much didn't know February existed, and March seems exactly the same, except it slowed down a little bit, and now it's starting to pick up for the month of April. You're getting yourself into a lot of business. You're getting yourself into a lot of work, okay? And although that it's lucky and you're doing very well, there's a lot of arguments around you, and there's a lot of people arguing around you for some reason. Now, Sagittarius, you're very cool, calm, and collected. So when people are arguing around you, that says something about them more than it says about you. But it's obviously a cry for attention, cry for help. There's obviously people that want you to assist them somehow in some way. Um, However way that is, or how to assist them, you find you find yourself, like, find yourself through it, understand yourself through it first, and then you can help others. In the past, you've had a lot of fear and anxiety. There was a lot of tears in the past, keeping yourself awake at night. There was a lot of arguments that didn't feel right, that came from nowhere. I would like to say that this is Sagittarians, either a close sibling, or a partner, or a child, but there's somebody around that's creating arguments, that's creating a lot of like deception with their arguments. They're not telling you the truth about why they're not happy. I think that when it comes to them, or however they're perceiving things, I think just leave things to them. I think that if you try to understand their situation further than you already have, I just don't think it's going to land you anywhere that's good. You're such a busy person, and it feels like you're so busy. You're the one that's actually um uh what do you call it? You're the one that's looking after your family, so you're the main breadwinner of the family, which is not a problem. I think that's Sagittarians always take the lead when it comes to family, or when it comes to responsibilities. So I'm not surprised to see that you're taking the lead, whether you're in a partnership, whether you're in work, for example. You're always going to be this kind of like natural born leader, but I don't necessarily think that it's for you. So I think that whoever's in your life that needs to rise up and take responsibility and accountability more needs to do that. I think that you need assistance. I think Sagittarian, you've been really strong for a really, really long time, that you're so afraid to ask for help when people think you're the rock to everything. There's moments in time that you would just love to break down. You would love to show people you're not Superman or Superwoman. You're actually just a human being trying to navigate your journey through life just as much as the next person. And you're really kind of um, uh, pushing for that. You're pushing for people to see the truth from you. There's a lot of authenticity coming through, because you don't want to be that person that tricks people. And you understand that being the more authentic version of yourself equals to more rewards. And people seem to value you more. They seem to spend a lot of time with you when you're at your best, let's just say, or at doing your best, when you're being that best version of yourself. People seem to enjoy that a lot more from you. With that as well, there's a lot of defensive-ness that you experienced in the past when it came to whoever this person is, whether it's deception, whether it's somebody. I feel like somebody's been calling you names almost, and they're saying things to really just get a reaction from you. There's a lot of like sadness when it comes to that confusion. And yes, this is a commitment of some sorts, whether it is family, whether it is love, or whether it is children. The cards are saying that you really want to pick up the pace. You really want to pick up the pace because you're confident right now, and you really want change. You're letting go of the past. You're trying to walk past from the past, but you're trying to make sure that the past is the past. I'm trying to say this in a way that's catchy and nice. um, you're leaving the past behind, let's just say. And if you do, there's a lot of happiness with that, but there's all obviously a lot of self-evaluation, because you thought that the past was for you. You thought that your journey was for you. you really did see this as something you wanted to hold on to. Um, you really wanted to hold on to things uh, from the past. You really wanted to hold on to special people, but sometimes you gotta let it go. And there's a lot of like courage and success when you do let go of people from the past. If they're hurting you, if they're saying names, if they're doing things that are hurting you. Um, uh, I don't think that they are hurting you. I think they're just being who they are. But if it's causing you not to sleep at night, then move forward. There is a lot of healing and confusion from this person. You're trying to heal from them. Don't know who this is. I feel like whoever this is like a past person. It could even be a past lover, to be honest, or a past best friend that you thought that you knew. You don't know, and you're trying to channel a different version of yourself to, I don't know, get rid of them in some ways. You know who this person is. It shouldn't be far from your mind. With that, there's negative conversations within yourself because you're really understanding. Um, you're really understanding things for yourself. You're really understanding um the conflicts. Yes, this person really confused you a lot in the past. They used to relax you. There was like a love unity there, but there's a lot of confusion. You're seeing through things in a very spiritual light, Sagittarians. You're thinking to yourself, is this person for me? Yeah, this is a love relationship for sure. I thought it was friendship, but it feels like love. Let's have a look. Because I definitely know whoever this person is tied to your finances and you're trying to get them away from your finances, which is fair enough. If you're thinking I need a backup plan due to this person, then you need a backup plan. Whoever this person is feels like home. They felt familiar before, but you're feeling like their social media influence right now is not working for you, so you're not understanding them. Whatever it is, whether it's like hurt from loves of the cards, like I don't know. You're in a really tricky situation. You better not be having an affair. That's all that I can say, because it feels like you are. But I know a Sagittarian, and it's not an affair when it comes to best friends, especially if it's two girls. That's not an affair. That's just like that's Sagittarian being close to their friends. So I don't know. It just feels so. Whoever this person is feels like home. It feels like someone familiar. I don't think they're a lover of sorts, but that you want the best for them. You want to see them happy. You want to see them succeed. But there's a few things that they're going through. Yeah, it's definitely about a man. So, or like it's got a male energy. I'm just trying to figure out, is this a friend or a lover? But it's definitely a man. So there's a male energy here. And it could be a father for some. Oh, okay. So just getting some cards out. Like your reading is a little bit here, there, and everywhere, but I think you understand, which is always a good thing. Because I'm not living your life. I'm not a Sagittarian, and that's unfortunate. I do have Sagittarius in my charts, though. So just so that you know, I understand Sagittarians, and I have very very close friends who are Sagittarians. So I understand you, like I understand the back of my hand, as they say. So right now, you've had negative feelings from the conflict that you've experienced. Family and friends are feeling nostalgic. They really want to see you again, by the way. They're really missing you, your family and friends. I think it's a good time and good opportunity to reach out to the people that you adore and love because they're wanting to see you more. Also, with your hopes and your dreams, you're trying to back off from illusions, trying to back off from, I don't know what this is, but the cards are displaying the moon for some reason and some animals, right? So I don't know what's happened there when it comes to illusions, and you're trying to get away from that. You're trying to get away from arguments, betrayal, and that's causing you stress. So you're trying to get away from a lot of things that are causing you stress and anxiety. Um, and that's causing you a lot of emotions, like it's causing you a lot of uh, instability within yourself. I don't think this person means to harm you, but I think get away from them if you're feeling the effects of them. It's also saying that if you do get away from this person, you're going to feel abandoned and lost, and you're going to feel like the evil person in that situation. You're not going to be the evil person. You're going to be a strong person by showing people your boundaries and who you are, Sagittarian. There's nothing wrong with getting away from people that you don't understand, or they've misinterpreted you, or you've misinterpreted them. I'm sure that there's just this general feeling of misunderstanding. Whatever's going on, you're going to be okay. Okay. It says move away from illusion. I know it's sensitive, that you've got to take a stand and you've got to be persistent and resilient to yourself. So you've got to make sure that you're doing things for yourself and you're doing things that are honoring you, so that you're able to move forward with things. All right, Sagittarian, I'm a little bit worried for you. I'm gonna reach out to my Sagittarian friends because it seems like you've got such a hard month in front of you. But whatever this is, you're moving forward and you're making sure that the illusions are kept at bay and that you're looking after yourself at this point in time. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.